We're solving this system of inequation. This time system of inequalities. This time we're looking for a common region that would satisfy both of these equations. Okay? How would you like to start this problem, or how should we start this problem? E.
We first find the y.
Okay, so so do you mean solve for y?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to solve the top equation in terms of y. So 5x minus 2y is less than or equal to negative 2. So I should do what first?
Minus 5x.
Perfect. Minus 5x minus 5x. Negative 2y is less than or equal to negative 5x minus 2. J, what do I do from here? Yes, you do. How do you solve for y?
Divide
by 2.
You divide by negative 2, right? Did an alarm just go off? Y'all don't hear that? Woo. Did an alarm just go off? It should have. Because when I multiply or divide by a negative number and I'm dealing with inequalities, right. Don't be looking all simplifying my my alarm process. So instead of y being less than, it's now y greater than or equal to. M, y'all don't have to write all this down. You can see it or you can take a picture when I'm done. I want your conceptual focus first. We okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that would be positive 5 over 2x.
Good.
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Did y'all see how she divided that up? A common mistake is students divide this by 5/2, but they don't, by the denominator, but they don't divide this by the denominator. Jay, you okay with that? All right. So, if I were to graph this, the y-intercept is what?
Y is 1, x is 0.
So, the y-intercept is 1.
Yeah.
So remember, you always plot the y-intercept, and then you perform the slope to graph it. So from, Jay, you gonna wait till I turn my head and start writing? Don't do that. Keep looking. Okay, so I plot the y-intercept, and I perform the slope. Which way do I go?
You go up 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And run 2. And your system is going to create the line. Is it going to be solid or dashed? Why solid?
It's equal to. Because it's equal to.
Because it's r equal to. If it's greater than or equal to, it's a solid line. If it's not r equal to, it would be dashed. Okay, it includes the points on the line. And this is y greater than. Which way do you shade? Above the line or below the line?
Above. Because it's greater than.
Perfect. The system teaches you to choose test points. I'm pro choosing test points. But if you have y on the left-hand side and it says greater than, you shade on top of that line. Am I clear? Okay? And you can choose the test point 0, 0 because it's a nice point to test. If I plugged in the point 0, 0, my answer should not work. It should be false. Yes? And it is. If I put a 0 here, 0 for y is greater than or equal to 5/2 times 0 is 0. 0 is not greater than or equal to 1. So that shows me my graph is correct. Okay? Now let's work with the second equation. You coming back? Okay. So this one I do what?
You solve for y.
So I have x plus 2y is greater than 4. Then I do what? Young sir in the back. Stop that. Thank you. Then I do what? Divide everything by 2. Y is greater than what? I lost E? I can tell I lost E. Jay, what you think? Negative 1/2 x plus what? C? You fell for the okie doke. You have to divide both of these by 2. Okay? So it's not plus 4, it's 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Okay? So on the same graph, yes, sir. Thank you. This is a negative 1/2. I forgot that negative, and that's very important because I would have graphed it incorrect. Okay? Thank you. So from here, I plot what? The
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept, thank you, which is 0, 2, right? So 0, 2, same graph. And I perform the slope. What's the slope? The slope is negative 1/2. So from my point, which way do I go?
You go
Down 1, and in the positive direction 2. Down 1, positive direction 2. Is this line going to be solid or dashed?
It's going to be
Dashed. And I'm sorry, when you're doing this on the computer, it's not going to give you this third point because you can only pick 2 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
But your line is going to be dashed. Why is it dashed? Because it's strictly, I guess that's where that word comes in, it's strictly greater. It's not greater than or equal to. Okay, it's strictly greater, so it does not include the line. And we have y greater than, should we shade above the line or below? See you, sweetie. Have a good day. Above the line or below the line? Y greater than, is that above the line or below the line? It's what?
Because it's negative 1, right?
Well, that's just the slope. And the slope is not negative 1, it's negative 1/2. But the slope doesn't dictate whether you shade above or below the line. What dictates that is y greater than or y less than. Okay? Since y is greater than, you shade above the line. Again, you can choose the test point 0, 0, and it should not work because it's not a part of our shade. We got 0 greater than 2 is not true, and it shouldn't be shaded. So when you graph these, you should graph the first line, you graph the second line, and then you have to pick the area they have in common. And in blue, you will end up having to just click this area to tell the computer this is the answer. Any points that fall in this region will satisfy both of this system of equations. Any questions? Thank you.